Dearest Antholomew, I hope this X finds you well. I'm refining my 2024 Anno Domini projections for the coming autumn. I would be delighted to hear your inner monologue on which offensive units have had the most improved. Sorry. I'm trying to read this in the accent that I think he wants me to read it in, and I'm messing it up. But I would be delighted to hear your inner monologue on which offensive units have most improved from when we saw them last. The two most is killing me there. All right. These are not sure things, but I have a couple of good guesses here that I think these are. I'm going to give you two offenses that I think are going to be significantly better in 2024 than they were in 2023. And one that I'm hopeful for, and I know the fan base is very hopeful, but I can't guarantee anything yet. So the two I feel really good about. One is Auburn. Now, I realize Auburn, we don't know the quarterback situation. Are they going to take somebody out of the portal? Do they roll with Peyton Thorne? Does Walker White, the freshman, wind up having a chance to win the job? I don't know. I do know that of all the recruits in the class of 2025, Jeremiah Smith, the receiver at Ohio State, probably the one people are most excited about. Cam Coleman, the receiver coming to Auburn, probably a close second. And Ohio State, they're used to having incredible receivers all the time. Auburn, when's the last time Auburn had a truly dominant receiver? It's been a long time. And the last time Auburn had receivers that kind of scared you, you're talking Duke Williams and Sammy Coates. That's like 2013, 2014. That's a long time ago. So this is a guy that should scare everybody. And the other thing that should scare people about Auburn is Hugh Freeze is calling plays again. And you've got the helmet radio now. Now, if you go through Hugh Freeze's history, he's good at creating very simple offenses where they can adjust on the fly. They can call it on the field. They can do those check with me plays. A check with me play is where the offense gets to the line of scrimmage and you see everybody kind of look back at the sideline like, oh, okay, we're changing the play. Okay, got it. How do you watch those games? Prime Video. Watch every game live on your phone or on your laptop or on your TV with a subscription to Prime Video. You can add on Max. You can add on Paramount Plus. That gets you all of the games within Prime Video, within the same app. One password. You don't have to worry about, oh, no, now I've got to go get the code off my TV to get this thing activated. No, you've already got it activated. You've already logged into Prime. You are good to go. That's how you do it. Click the link in the show description. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're listening on a podcast platform, the link is in the show description. You click that link, they will get you started, and you can be watching Prime Video. Oh, by the way, new Roadhouse. I downloaded it. I had a flight, downloaded it, did not end up watching it on the flight because I feel like my wife is going to get mad at me if I don't watch it with her. Because who didn't love the original Roadhouse? And look, I'm not that precious. I can handle more Roadhouse. So, you want the games? You want Roadhouse? Amazon Prime. Click that link. So now, if he can just yell into the radio, throw out to number 84, he's open. Like, they're going to be more effective. Now, there are other offenses where I think this is going to help. Like, I think Ole Miss, like Lane Kiffin, he said it's going to be a cheat code for his offense. He's right. But they were really good on offense last year. So I think they might be better this year, but in terms of vast improvement, they were already really good. Florida State, same thing. Mike Norvell, this is a cheat code for him, but they were already really good on offense. So it's a different offense with DJU running it versus Jordan Travis, but they'll probably still be really good. So we're focusing on the ones that can improve. So I do think no matter who winds up playing quarterback for Auburn, the Hugh Freeze calling plays of it all, having a dynamic receiver who scares people, and Hugh Freeze being able to directly communicate with the quarterback without signalers is a massive jump waiting to happen. The other one, Utah. And this is very simple. Cam Rising is back. Utah was in a weird situation last year where Cam Rising got hurt in the Rose Bowl. The knee injury was serious. They knew how serious it was in the spring, in the summer, but there was still this possibility that maybe he comes back. And it didn't get shut down until, as the season had started. Now they've got him back. Also, Brant Keithy coming back as well, which is a big target for him. But I think having Cam Rising as they go into the Big 12 will make that offense much more dynamic than it was. And it's Utah, so you know they're going to be good on both lines of scrimmage because Kyle Whittingham makes sure they are always good on both lines of scrimmage. So I think that's another one that has a chance to have a massive, massive improvement. And the one that everybody in the fan base would love to see make a massive improvement, but I need to see it on the field, is Penn State. James Franklin brings in Andy Kotelnicki from Kansas, one of the more creative offensive minds you will ever see. Drew Aller's still there. They bring in Julian Fleming, the receiver transfer from Ohio State, coming home, who was a big-time prospect, but kind of, was not as dynamic as some of the other guys that Ohio State had. He's playing with Marvin Harrison Jr. Carnell Tate looked like he was going to be a bigger prospect. Obviously, J.J. Smith is coming in. So can Penn State be a dynamic offense? The only time in the Franklin era that they've been a really dynamic offense is when they had Joe Moorhead as the OC, and he had his muse, Trace McSorley, and also Saquon Barkley. Let's not forget Saquon Barkley. But McSorley allowed that RPO game to flourish. Moorhead and Franklin trusted one another. Franklin, it seems like Franklin wants to be pretty conservative most of the time. When Moorhead was there, they seemed to let it rip a little more. He seemed to trust him to let it rip. If he trusts Kotelnicki to let it rip, I do think they can be a better offense. They can be way more dynamic than they were last year, which they weren't very dynamic at all when they were playing good defenses. So that's one you're hopeful that they wind up having a big jump. But again, I need to see that on the field because, again, I've only seen it with the Moorhead, McSorley, Saquon combination. I need to see if it can be done with other people. Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, subscribe to this channel right here so you never miss an episode of Andy Staples on 3. And oh, by the way, watch all the other great videos on the On3 Sports YouTube channel.